Hello guys, welcome back. Something's really, when you can't stop thinking about something. I'm sorry, there's no tarot, this is all alleged, not facts, but something just won't leave me. It is sticking to me, and it's like, I don't know if you have it, where it's like a gut feeling, like your chest, and you can't shake it off. I just can't shake it off. Well, I was watching the trial, and I was watching Mel's, and then I thought, oh, Emily Baker's on. So I sort of rewound it, and I thought, you know what, I want to see her reaction on this, like with Brian being on the stand. And basically, in the middle of it, I just had to do a card reading. I don't know why. It just pulled me, like really, really pulled me. And as you know, in the read, my cards were going off, trying to upload and everything like that. And it's just like, it was weird. And then I watched Criminality with Sleuthy Goosey, and she had the recap on, and we were watching a part of it, and basically it was on about the drinks that John bought, you know, where he tipped $10 to the bartender, and it was Bud Light, Miller Lite and Tito's. And none of us knew what Tito's was. I mean, I'm over here in England, I'm not over there in America, so I wouldn't know. But we found out it was vodka. $8. And I'm just thinking, is that a single? Is that a double? Did he get it for Karen? Because Chris said he drank the Miller Lite. He drank Miller Lite and John Bud. So if John's been drinking Bud all night pretty much, I reckon. But we were getting into it, and I just can't shake the feeling. They kept saying she drank clear liquid, yeah? That could be anything. That could be water. That could be the vodka. That could be Malibu. That could be rum. White rum. But no one saw her staggered. She didn't seem impaired. She wasn't slow in her words. She was not drunk. So how do you get from that to a high alcohol level a few hours later? Now, vodka was bought, but it's like when I was watching Criminality and Sleuthy, they said pretty much what I thought. But when they said it, I was thinking back to my read, and if you look at the true crime read, like my DIY cards, it sort of jumps, like what happened that night, and then it went accident, king, queen, health, poor, medical, and I think there were like terror and structure in there. And I interpret it as, why is John's John's sister and brother-in-law in there? That's what I initially thought. And then when I was because I watched that one after, it was like when she was like, the girls were saying that about the drinks. What if anything happened with those drinks? Because it seems so weird that no one saw her drunk. It was a clear liquid. Her toxicology was so high. I mean, don't forget, she's tiny, plus she's got some serious medical conditions. 9 drinks would probably be putting her in hospital. Probably half of that would. I mean, I don't know her personally. I don't know how much she drinks. But with her diagnosis, I doubt that she drinks a lot. I'm just thinking, while it was at the waterfall, I'm not quite sure what the time was, but it could have been last orders. So maybe it could have been like a little nightcap for her. Yeah? But she was nursing it. But then you're seeing on video, like of the outside the back, where John had a glass and he took a swig of something and then put it down. So what if Karen took a sip or just enough, and then as John's OCD is like, I ain't wasting $8 on a bloody single, you know, so we downed it because she didn't drink all of it. Now, if you know what excuse me, I told you my words are just stumbling at the moment. It's just like everything's in my head and it's just like won't go away. But what if something else happened that night? I don't know if you're feeling me or anything like that. Like I said, it's not facts, it's all alleged. But what if something was put in a drink? What if something was put in the vodka? Now, if John drank beers all night and then had the rest of the vodka, I mean, like I said, I don't know them, I don't know their bodies, I don't know anything. But it just seems very, very sus. I mean, obviously they haven't really done toxicology as such. They did the blood alcohol level, which wasn't even, well, shouldn't even be admitted because it wasn't done properly. But it's just the fact that I did my read before I was watching Criminality, and then she brought it up and I'm like, hold on a second. There was a literal switch in the story. So now I'm thinking, maybe it was, they put it in Karen's drink. She was meant to have drank it. But I don't think she had all of it. I mean, I'm sure they said that she couldn't remember what happened at one point in one of her statements. I can remember that. But what if it was just enough to drop her off? Drop John off. Go back home. Because obviously I don't think it's that far. She gets in, obviously she does those voicemails because she's peed off with him because he hadn't replied back. Why do you think he didn't reply back? If he drank most of that vodka, he's gonna be all fuzzy, plus he's had drinks. I'm just... And then she wakes up and John's not there. I mean, obviously we're not going to find out because the police have done a shoddy job. I mean, this is from me. I'm like, 3,000, well, I don't know how many thousands I am away from this thing, from this trial. But it's just something I cannot shake. Did they have a plan to do both? That's what I'm saying. Was their plan to do both? Because I think Jen could easily take Karen on. And whoever else was in there. I just don't get it. I mean, I don't buy that they were friendly with John. It's like, I think I was watching The Glare the other night, and even he was like, oh, he's saying to Karen, no, I've got to go in there, you know, I'm a police officer, I want to, like, you know, bury the hatchet. I don't, you know, olive branch kind of thing. That there is ties with John and the family. I mean, when I was watching Brian on the stand, that sweet old little granddad look did not fool me. You can see it in his eyes, the way he talks, and not to mention adding everything else to the story. I mean, I don't think I heard anything about a train. Then it was coffee and donuts, coffee with the donuts. Then Higgins had a snowplow. Then he was actually watching, but he didn't want to do the investigation. I mean, these are my thoughts and feelings, and this is from me over in England, right? I'm sorry you can't see me, I haven't got my lashes in. But it's like a lady on Mel's channel said, don't think of conspiracy as a bunch of people, think of it as a pyramid scheme. I mean, I could be totally off. I don't know anyone. I mean, I don't even leave my own country. I haven't even got a passport, crying out loud. But I have been married into a family like that. Not as bad, but into a family. Where you hear a certain surname and you back off. And what gets me also is Karen's going to be known as a cop killer, isn't she? Regardless, accident or purpose. Why hasn't she got police escorts? Like the troopers, why aren't they getting her in there? Why are they not backing everyone away? But yet, the Alberts, they get the red carpet treatment. It's just, I don't know. I absolutely don't know. I am just like, I don't know if I'm going crazy or anything, you know? This is just me. I'm sorry that you're only seeing this and you're not seeing me, but But yeah, I can't, it's just too much evidence on the side of the defence for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, right? They haven't proved anything about Karen hitting him. It literally has been them trying to defend the family. And like with the Turtle Boy thing, is Lally now their defence lawyers? Like their defence lawyer? Shouldn't their lawyers be doing it, serving him? I just don't get it. I really don't get it. I mean, if this doesn't say corruption and everything, what does it say? Like, and that's what I kept getting. Like, Jen's the Scarlet Witch, where she's in everybody's minds. He thinks he's the Don. Chris, to be fair, he's a wannabe Brian. You can tell it, you can see it. But I tell you something, I wouldn't be shocked if Chris and Brian had words with their wives after. I really wouldn't be shocked. He's not got a granddad demeanour. He's got a really horrible demeanour about him. His energy is just so off. I just don't know. Like I said, I could be going crazy. I mean, I'm seeing everything, like on Karen's side, on the Commonwealth side. To me, it seems, because most people are supporting Karen, yeah? And it seems to me like the Commonwealth are just planting people in. Because they want a different narrative. That's their propaganda. Karen did it, Karen did it. But it's not. Why have Kevin, I think it's Whitetail Cottages or whoever he is, why have him on Court TV? Why not have an attorney that is for Karen? Why don't you have someone covering it that's for Karen? There are people there who's been doing videos and videos on this case. And all the evidence, like they've got all the evidence, and it's just... I'm sorry, I know I'm rambling. But this whole weekend, I just felt off for some reason. I really do feel off. Especially with Brian. Do you know what? I can see him being to Lally, make sure you get me out of this shit. Make sure the stories fit my narrative. I've moved the goalposts. These are my opinions, by the way. Not anybody else's. It's not fact. But he's like, if you don't get me out of this shit, you're sleeping with the fishes kind of thing. And I won't be surprised if the other people's stories change to fit his. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. But it's that feeling, and I've never been pulled so hard to do a reading, even to do a video about it. Like, I need, you know when you feel like you need to shout out to the rooftops about something, you need to talk about it. And I even spoke to my sister-in-law about it, because she kind of knows the case, she doesn't. But even she said that was iffy about Karen. Where nobody sees her drunk, and then she's got a high alcohol level. And even she said something could have been put in. And that's someone who doesn't even follow it. So, I don't know. This case is just so feeling like a pyramid, like that lady said in Melanie Little's channel. It is like a pyramid. Because even my 11-year-old daughter said, you should treat everything as a crime scene. You found a body on a lawn. Whether it's accident or not, treat it as a crime scene. Because you never know. I don't know if they're that inept. Or they haven't been taught how to do a proper crime scene. But for me 11-year-olds to say it should have been secured, well, that says it all. But like I said, it's all alleged, not facts. Sorry for rambling. I just had to get it out. It just would not leave me until I get it out and put it on a video or something. I don't know who's gonna see it. I'm not. I don't care. It's just that I needed to get it out right now. So, I mean, like, I can't do lives or anything like that, or else I would have done lives. I mean, I'm not doing it for monetary purposes because I don't get paid. I haven't got enough subscribers or anything. So I'm just putting them out there. Honestly, it's just stupid. Why does this have to go to trial? You know what, I'm gonna say it. I think Beb's in with it, so is Lally. They're at the bottom of the, well, not the bottom, but near enough the bottom of the pyramid scheme. Brian runs it, but then, I don't know. I think he might have someone to answer to, but everybody else is under Brian, I reckon, in that pyramid scheme. I'm sorry, I just had to get everything out. It was just, it's mind-blowing, isn't it? So, I mean, comment down below what you think of the Karen Read case. I swear it's just getting crazier and crazier and crazier the more we go into it, and more obvious that something's happening. So, thank you for listening to me ramble. I do apologise for no picture, but I hope everybody well, I can't wait for tomorrow, that's all I can say on Cross. As it is now, it is 7:47 p.m. on the 12th, on the 12th of May, and yes, I'm not editing this out, I do apologise. On the 12th of May, big day tomorrow. Oh, the 13th tomorrow. I wonder. Well, like I said, comment down below what you think of this case. Am I going crazy? Like, seriously, am I crazy? So, goodbye, and I will catch you on the next one. See ya!